Howdy everyone, this is Mopbot, this is the Diamond Society, and welcome back to episode number 23. Looking around, there's quite a significant difference. We've downscaled the texture pack by 4 times because this is 1.9, and there's not actually a valid texture pack out for it. Not for what I use at least. Some of the textures work, but others don't. Because it's a 3D texture pack, it has some custom models that are not supported in 1.9, so that'll hopefully be updated soon. But for now, we're just going to be using this. And it's actually not too bad, although it did bring one thing up to me, and that I will address in just a little bit. But first off, item elevators broke, which is unfortunate because we have this big one right in the middle, so I didn't do this on camera because we updated, and then I had to change it right away so that we wouldn't be losing so many items. So I just did this up quickly, and I don't know about this. So it looks a lot more industrial than the other one, which is really unfortunate because I like the other one. It kind of fit in a lot better than this. Although this I don't think is too horribly bad. It definitely could improve. We need to get rid of the torches in the middle, and we'll find some other way to do that later because this was kind of a pain. I tried something else, and I tried my item elevator, which I found out does not work well on servers because of lag, and we have a fair bit of lag on this server. They kind of shoot out in a lot of random directions that they're not supposed to. It works so much better in single player. So if you are using that, avoid using it on servers where you have a lot of lag. You'll find a lot better results when you're not using lag or when you're not playing on servers that have lag. And yeah, you can see that minecart just kind of glitches around. So we're just doing a normal unloader and loader, just like we have here. You can see this is the exact same thing right here is up there. And then the loaders that we use everywhere else is right down here. Most of the redstone's actually hidden back there. You can see a little bit of it. But we come in, it loads, and then it goes out unless I'm standing in the way. Now it's going to go all the way back up. And I've just hit the bare minimum for powered rails to get this thing up there. So it goes as slow as possible. I don't have a lot of gold, so it was very nice to actually do that. Because I was not testing it as I went. That was just a stroke of luck. So, the thing that I realized, because of having to go back to this, is that the birchwood here in the floor looks very yellow. Does not match the build. Oak would look so much nicer, and I think we actually are going to flip over to that because it will fit a whole lot better. We are going to leave the one back there, though. That does fit back there, so just this is going to change, and I think oak will probably look the best. I can't think of really anything that would look better. I want to avoid the stone bricks. That had crossed my mind because I do like the way those look. However, that's going to be way too much gray, which we definitely do not want. We want a lot more of kind of a wooden feel to it, which is what we'll get from the wood, obviously. And then it'll match the ceiling as well. I know I wanted a darker ceiling and a lighter floor to kind of distinguish from the two at the beginning. However, that might not really be an option. And spruce would probably be too dark. Haven't used any other around here, so it wouldn't look too nice. And then, yeah, the outside of this, I don't know, it actually doesn't change a whole lot, really. Especially from back here, you don't even notice the difference, which is actually kind of cool. The road, yeah, you definitely notice the difference. They've done this quite a bit differently from the 64-bit texture pack. But check out what we did in last episode. We got these 2 statues here. Those look freaking sweet. I like that a lot. Even if we come back here, I don't have any ender pearls on my hotbar. If we come back here, it looks even better. The further away we get, a lot better that you can notice it. So if we go back on the hill back here, which is actually where I want to be working in this episode. We've been working a lot up on that kind of horse sanctuary. So I want to separate from that just for at least 1 or 2 episodes while we work on something else. That's actually going to be in this area, and I've already brought the road over and then done up the land a little bit because it was quite ugly from Enderman griefing, creepers and such. And from back here, yeah, check out the horses. I really, really like that. That's awesome. And unfortunately, that lighting glitch is still there in 1.9. Really annoying. Don't know why it's there. Don't know how I can stop it, but it's there and it's really annoying. If I go over to it, it actually fixes itself. But then once I relog, it then goes back to being that way, which is really unfortunate. So anyway, down here, I do want to work in a completely new biome. This is, I think, a forest. Nope, wrong keys. Plains. Okay, so yeah, we have a plains because it actually rains here. It does not rain in the savannah, which is kind of going to affect our farm, I think. I want to build a fish farm, and those work better in the rain. And since it does have the rain technically in the savannah, it just doesn't actually show that it's raining. I don't know if that affects it or not, but this was close by, so it's just easier just to put it over here and not risk it. Because now in 1.9 you can get mending, and I think Frostwalker's the other enchantment. So that's something that'll be really awesome. I want to get those as soon as possible. We also need saddles. Name tags will be helpful. So that'll be really great for the horse sanctuary. That'll help us a lot, actually. because now we can actually start putting that stuff on the horses. So this will actually be a really great addition. And I don't want to put it up there, like I said, because that is Savannah up there, and then this is Plains down here. That'll work a whole lot better down here. So what I actually want to do, though, is kind of separate a little bit. We don't just want the Savannah blending into the plains like that. That doesn't look very good. No es bueno. So I just want to put some trees around here, kind of line out the Savannah here, and then just make a good separation. We'll kind of have like this alcove here. I don't want to put any trees on top of the mountain, though, because I think I might put something up there eventually. I don't have any plans at the moment. I don't know what I would do. However, it might be nice to have actually something up there. Just going to keep it open for future purposes. I might put trees up there and then just chop them down at one point. But for now, it's just going to stay empty. So back here, you can see the forest that we did. And this is pretty much the same thing that I want to do over there, just not quite as dense. And of course, there's going to be differently colored trees. We're going to have the nicely colored trees instead of these brown ones. And it'll basically serve the same purpose, to separate what is my base from what isn't my base. But then we're also going to have like a little cutout. And actually, let's go down there. Did I miss a spot? Nope. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Well, this is actually kind of cool. It's like a little hiding place. Well, we're close now. I'm going to go ahead and get to work. I'll be right back. Another quick thing to mention is that this thing here comes out right up at the surface here. Kind of needed it to pop out in order to get the redstone to work. Oh, perfect timing. Hello. Oh, it's empty. Okay, so, yeah, I just kind of sectioned it off. It is up here. Doesn't match around. Although I did put that in. Danger. Achtung. Suidado. It's the same word in 3 different languages. And I don't know any other languages, so the bottom lane is just empty. But yeah, just danger. Industrial zone. Don't go in here. It actually doesn't look too bad, though. And you can see right down to the base. I might add even a quick drop. That might not be a bad idea. Maybe put the hay bale or a slime block at the bottom. Slime block would stop all fall damage. Hay bale would stop most of it. Falling from this height, I would probably take no more than a heart of damage, which would be pretty cool and taking advantage of the new 1.9 features. The other thing is that up here, now you can see my buffs, which is pretty cool. I like that a lot. That actually is really helpful. I thought that was wrong for a second. I did have to edit these a little bit to make it a little bit less derpy because I like, stuff coming along here and then going out in weird angles and stuff. So that was edited ever so slightly, but now I actually am going to get to work because I really should get moving on with this episode. Okay, now the floor is replaced, and it's looking a lot better, and it's a good thing that we replaced this because we don't want others coming to our base, seeing it, and then not really liking it and just kind of walking off. We want it to look good for everyone, and with this, it really should. It does look a lot better, and I'll admit, in the 64-bit texture pack, it looks a lot nicer than this because, the kind of the wood color changes to something it's really not supposed to be, which, I don't know. That's kind of the downside of texture packs, is it does change small things like that and makes it look different for different people. So it looked okay to me, although others on the server do not use that same texture pack, and so this will look a lot better. So this actually does go, if we come back here, all the way back here, and then down. I did forget that we actually did this in that same wood, so this actually had to carry all the way down. So this room looks slightly different as well. Again, it's going to be a little bit better, although the oak wood actually isn't too different from the other texture packs. So if we look, we can actually put it on, and there's a whole lot of red right now. Well, let's just put this on, and it should still work. Now let's just see how long this actually takes to load. Here we go. Yeah, so the color is somewhat the same. It doesn't look too bad in this texture pack either really. I can't even talk right now. So anyway, this is probably how we'll keep it even when everything goes back. And this is what I mean about this texture pack being weird. I just tried to zoom, but Optifine isn't actually on yet. Look at that. Those are trapdoors. They're supposed to be trapdoors. They don't really look like trapdoors, and that's because they have a custom model. These are part of the 3D, and I'm clicking it right now, and I don't actually know what position it's in anymore. Same for the doors here. They have 3D textures on them, so the custom models actually break it. And now let's just see. Let's close that, and that should be good. So those were the only changes I've made. I haven't made any other changes around here. Let's see. Let's actually ender pearl now because we do have those. Those have a cooldown now, too. I forgot about that. Just like everything else, except for the bow, really. Well, I guess it has the recharge time. So that kind of counts. But anyway, yeah, this is looking the same. Although, I think we're going to be putting... Did eating not work earlier? Huh. So, we're probably going to be putting the fishery right about here, right against this wall. And I'm going to be using Panda 4994, I think are the numbers. His design, it'll be down in the description, a link to the tutorial. But if we put it right here, then we'll have plenty of other room to kind of decorate up some stuff. I will be putting a few other things back here. I might put like a micro storage room for the things that we actually get from this. Because if I'm AFKing for 14, 15 hours, we're going to get a lot of stuff. We're going to get a lot more than just a few chests that can sit actually in the farm. So we'll have a nice size room for it. We might also have a, like a mini train station, just like we have the other ones, to then carry off some of the supplies back. We might put the fish in the main one for the food, and then maybe saddles as well. And then we could maybe even just transport those right up there. That could be pretty cool, but that'll be coming in the future, because right now I just want to work on the actual fish farm. And here we have the newly wooded area, and it's actually quite dense. It was a lot more dense than I actually intended it to be. Then we bone mealed up the center a little bit. So yeah, a little bit more thick than I had intended to, but I think it still looks okay. It really does create that separation, which is really what we were going for. We should probably put something here as well. This is savanna, so I didn't want to put trees. You can see some of them starting to get that brown in it. Don't really like that much. Prefer the green, and was kind of hoping to just have that. But we can settle with a little bit of that. Maybe like a fountain or something here could be cool. Or maybe in like a modified, very small form of that horse statue could be cool. Or a fish, because this is actually now in there. If we come in here, this kind of creates like a little valley now. It's pretty cool. Actually, I really like that separation. I think that was a good thing to do. And like I said, we'll probably have something else up there. So we might even have like a path up the side or something. But that'll come at some future day, because like I said before, I have no clue what to put up there. So anyway, the farm is done, at least mechanically. Obviously, we still need to do a design for it. That's going to be coming in just a few minutes here. But the farm itself is fully functional. I don't have any fishing rods in it, so I guess I can't technically use it yet. But you would sit here, I think, turn this on, and then hold the fishing rod like right about here. I think that's how it works. And then redstone and magic, and then we have stuff, which is exactly what we want. And Lurgan actually just informed me that he has also just built a fish farm, which is pretty cool, because now we have multiple on the server. A lot of people are actually taking advantage of this now that I've seen. I've kind of been looking through YouTube, and it looks like once 1.9 came out, fishing just went sky high, and it's obviously, you can see that here as well with two of us. I'm sure more of us will be building them soon as well, because I think these things are going to be very useful, especially for getting those enchanted books, mending and frostwalker. I don't think you can actually get frostwalker in a book, but you might be able to get mending on a book. So that'll be awesome, or at least mending on a fishing rod, because with the mending fishing rod, you never have to repair it. For how much you use it, compared to how much XP you get back, the fishing rod can heal itself before actually breaking, which is really, really nice, and it'll be very useful, because we can go long periods of time with only needing one fishing rod, which means that we'll never actually be able to run out. And then actually, some of this redstone is actually unnecessary. I think this stuff right here, which is what pumps the new fishing rods up into here, can actually not really be needed, so that'll be pretty nice. But anyway, now we do need to create a design, as it's starting to become night in 1.9. That means bad stuff. I'm going to start looking for mobs, because I actually do want to try some of this. Haven't done a whole lot of PvP, although I've noticed that skeletons are insanely OP. They've got new pathfinding, which is really crazy, and I can't actually find one at the moment. There's a skeleton. Now that's what I've been waiting for. Let's see this guy, because I don't like these things. And I should probably get a stronger bow, because right now I'm still using the same bow that I had on day one. Yeah, you can see, I guess the tree really helps, actually. Using kind of like natural barriers to help fight is a huge, huge plus. But if I didn't have that, like I have before, that's an issue. And why lag? Also, that skeleton zombie is carrying a carrot. I don't like that, because that means he took it from somewhere. All right, so now I've actually got to fight my way to get back into my storage area to keep safe for the night. And here we have a good example of why I do not build house-like structures. I don't think it's terrible, but it could definitely look better. It's really simple, and it's just, I don't know, it's just a lot of gray. There's a lot of stone brick on the side, but I had to cover up the redstone and kind of blend it back into the mountain, so I didn't really know what to do. I don't know about this front area. Basically, the whole thing might change at some point, but for now, it at least keeps me safe while I'm in here. So to use this thing, I have a few fishing rods in here, and then I have a couple more still waiting in the system to be pumped out. This chest right here, I actually moved from the last clip, and now it's easier to put the rods in, so I can just click right here. I don't have to go around the side or anything because of this wall here. I couldn't quite reach it before, but we've got about 3 more, I think, that'll pump in that are just unbreaking 3, so went and did a couple of those. And so let's see, if we take one of these, we actually have to fill up the rest of our inventory. So let's see, I'm just going to do that, and then we'll go like this. So to do this, I would turn this on here, and then I think I hold right here. It's been a while since I've actually used this, and I think I just hold right click. I think that's as easy as it is, and then we should at some point see a fish drop through. And let's see, doesn't look like it's actually doing anything. I don't know if that little change in the animation on the bar where it's kind of got like the line in and out, I don't know if that's a 1.9 thing or not, but I haven't noticed that before. I kind of like it. So this thing just kind of keeps going. It'll be really nice to have this going for 12 hours or something while I'm away or while I'm sleeping or something. Could be really cool. Let's see if we actually got anything, though. I didn't actually see it, but that could have just been because of lag. So let's see. Let's do that. And then we'll chuck that back in here. Yeah, so there's an Unbreaking 3 one. I've got a few more still in the system then that'll kind of pump through. So let's go back here. And did I leave a way to get to the loot? I did not. So I'm going to be adding an actual storage room for it. And can I click that? I can't. Okay, so there's nothing in there. Didn't really expect that. Didn't look like I caught anything. But that storage room will probably be going right about here. That'll be a next episode because we're about to run out of time here. But then we'll also have a train station over here to pump out some of the resources back over into that main base there. But you can see now the valley, at least I'm calling it a valley. I don't know what the proper term for it is. A kind of alcove maybe. Looks a lot better now. We've got this little dirt path going in here, just using the coarse dirt, pretty much the same thing that we did up there in the horse sanctuary, except we didn't have kind of like these big pools like we have here. Still the brown carpet with the jack-o'-lantern underneath, and then the leaves over here, again with the jack-o'-lantern underneath, and we got plenty of room. Of course, these will have to shift right here, and then probably around here as well, because I'll probably put like a pond or something, but we'll have that, like I said, all in next episode. Hopefully I'll be able to finish that. It shouldn't take too long, really. A storage system, I've done so many, I can do those pretty quickly. But it's going to be kind of a challenge because I'm trying to match the same kind of theme to go around here that's also sort of supposed to match that, but I'm clearly kind of failing at it. It could probably use some more smooth andesite. You see some right there, and then you see some right there. I wonder what the heck happened to Corp. That's very peculiar. But, and now I'm guessing he's claiming lag. Yeah, he's going to rage. So, anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. Go ahead and subscribe for more. But anyway, this has been Mopbot. Let's see if this button still works. Nope. Okay, well, that's different. Anyway, I'll see y'all later in the next episode.